How you doing, folks? My name is Coqui from COQUIDINARES. It's a website dedicated to debunking false information used by dealers and their friends, the so-called gurus. Before I begin, I want to make the following point be known to all. The Iraqi dinar is not a scam itself. It's the currency being used by Iraqi citizens. What makes it a scam is the false information being used by the dinar dealers and their guru friends to lure potential Iraq dinar customers. They use false information to scam people, and one of those informations that are being used is the revaluation of the Iraqi dinar. Okay, now let's begin. The information you have in front of you is from a local dealer by the name of James Mendez. We are located in the island of Puerto Rico, and he has a website called Dinares, DINARESPR.com. I'll spell it out again. DINARESPR.com. Basically, he states the following. If you look at your left-hand side on top, on the corner, it says ETRO in red. ETRO stands for a fact. So he's stating that the following information is a fact. He states that the 25,000 dinar note had a value of $8,250 before the 2003 war, and that it had a value of $83,750 before the 1990 war. Everything he states there is 100% false information, and you and I all know that. The real fact is that the Coalition Provisional Authority issued the 25,000 dinar note on October 15, 2003, and it ended on January 15, 2004. That's the time period that Iraqis had to swap Saddam's old currency for the new Iraqi dinar. Never in the history of the Central Bank of Iraq had they ever had such a dinar note, the highest one only being the 10,000 dinar note. This is just one of several hundred false information being used by this dinar dealer in Puerto Rico. We at COQUIDINARES alert customers to stay away from purchasing the Iraqi dinar, because actually the Iraqi dinar is not an investment. And number two, we all know that the Central Bank of Iraq is going to redenominate their currency. They're going to remove the current dinars, and they're going to issue new zero. They're going to scratch off those zeros, remove those zeros, and issue low denominations. 1,000 dinar note will be 1 dinar note, but there won't be any change in its exchange rate. Everything's going to be revenue neutral. We all know that as a fact as well, because there's several countries that have redenominated their currency, and not one of their citizens has ever became rich through a redenomination. All the dealers and all the gurus and all these forums, dinar forums, they're all pitching that false lie about how the Iraqi dinar is going to revalue. It's not going to revalue. They're going to redenominate it. They use the term revalue because they're going to make a change in its currency. The current zeros on those denominations are inflated, generated zeros, as stated Dr. Shabibi on a U.S. Commerce Conference last year. So they're going to change that currency. So all you guys out there who have the currency, well, eventually what's going to happen, you guys are going to turn in those dinars to get back your money, period. You can't go to Iraq and turn that in, because Iraq states that you can only come and go with just 25,000 dinars. U.S. Department of State states that in the Iraq country information, so just look it up. Look at the description box. There's going to be more information. If you like what you see, if you want to stay tuned, please subscribe. I upload every now and then a video just to keep our local citizens informed. We do alert them to stay away from the Iraqi dinar, because they're going to lose their money. Who's actually making money is the dealers. Since 2006 till 2008, there's been a 20% increase in its value and who's making the money off of it. The dealers. Everybody knows it's buy and sell, buy low, sell high. That's where the scam is at. And their friends, the gurus, help them by using the false information so they can make that sale. Period. If there's no false information, they're not going to sell their dinars. What's selling dinars is false information. Thank you so much. My name is Coqui. Please subscribe.